You're listening to KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine.
The opinions and views expressed in this program do not reflect those of KUCI, its management, or the UC Board of Regents. To find out more about this talk show or other talk shows broadcasting on KUCI, log on to our website at kuci.org or check out the latest program guide.
This is Ashton Marcus, and I'm on location at the Odyssey Theater for the Dance On Productions presentation of Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus, and I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Susan Prever. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm so glad this opening night is over because this is the hardest role I have ever done in my life, the hardest role I will ever do, most likely. And whether I get to do it again, who knows? But oh my God, I'm a little bit in a weird zone, like I need to go to a mental hospital or something.
And which character did you play?
Only Blanche Dubois. Well, the music of the play is written in an extraordinary way. It is probably Tennessee's, besides Glass Menagerie, it is probably Tennessee's best play. And everything in it works. It's just what the actors and the director have to do is to find a way into this incredible music. And so you have to find the melody inside yourself to play those words because it's got to be in you or you can't, because it's so layered and so complex and so extraordinary, actually, that you can't just read the words. You have to embody them with your entire being, all the way out to your fingertips.
I agree. Basically, I love your eloquence. The words just flowed out of your mouth. Your body kind of flowed with the music, almost like you were doing a dance at the same time. Very graceful, very elegant, a reflection of Southern aristocracy.
Well, that's what she was, but she's lost it all and has forgotten how to keep it all, and she has become a prostitute to sort of just to survive, but that's not something she wants to reveal to people, obviously. She wants Mitch to save her. Anyone to save her, actually.
I love the way it had these undertones, reflections of, you don't know if she was a prostitute, but it was alluded to. You didn't know that there was a gay scene in there or not, or that her husband was gay. It was alluded to, and you didn't know that she was raped or not. It was alluded to. It was just tastefully done behind kind of a silk curtain where you kind of see the images behind it. You know what I mean?
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad that happened. That's a lot of work on the part of the director, our great director, Jack Heller, and the actors to create that. Because it's not a lewd play, but it has the undertones of the complexities of human behavior. It has all of them in there.
If my viewers decide to come out and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
They should expect to see a very dangerous, a very sexual, a very sensual, a very colorful, a very roller coaster ride of emotions with every character, and a beautifully written story.
I agree, and also the acting on this was outstandingly done, because again, it's a very long play. It's very challenging. You got to get this thing right, otherwise it'll seem stereotypical. It'll seem like just an old record being played.
It would seem awful. It's almost like watching bad ballet. If it's not done extraordinarily well, or bad Shakespeare. I don't want to compare Williams to Shakespeare. He's more of a modern classic. But if it's not done well, it is boring as hell. And you can't just tell the words. It has to be completely embodied from the inside out.
Well, I love the performance. I thought it was a real tour de force for you. I'm going to remember this piece for a long time.
Oh, good.
Basically because it was so well done. It was so tastefully done. Because, again, it's actually really hot and heavy, and if you don't do it right, it can be a mess. You know what I mean? It's like doing an omelet. If you don't do it right, it's going to be a mess.
We didn't overcook it then.
Right. Well, once again, loved your performance.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. I'm here with
Max Williams. I'm so grateful to be doing this part. It's been a dream of mine my whole life, and I wouldn't trade this instant for anything. I'm just grateful.
Great. And which character did you play?
I played Stanley.
What's your take on Stanley?
I'll give you a one-word answer. He's a savage. That's what he is.
Did you take a lot of influence from, say, Marlon Brando?
No. I never watched the film. I've never seen the film. I've seen clips. I know his work. I really wanted to stay away because, and I'm not going to read any reviews. This play is what we're doing with it, and whatever happened 75 years ago, 72 to be exact, that's their journey, and that part was lionized for him. But this is about the play. It's always been about the play, and I truly believe if I hold on to that, then everything will be okay. We did the work. That's it.
You actually kind of remind me of, say, a young Archie Bunker. Young and trim. But also, one thing about him, he always loved his wife.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that was, you make a choices, not to get actory, because that's boring. But Stanley, that's the one thing that he is faithful to. It's the one thing he is. His wife is everything to him. Everything else is chaos, but his wife is his anchor. And if that goes away, he will have nothing.
If my viewers decide to come by and see this piece, what should they expect to see?
Raw, relentless passion.
I agree. Basically, again, this version of Tennessee Williams, I love the way you guys, put yourselves into it, put your voices into it. But basically, sing a song, a Southern song, a Tennessee Williams song. You know what I mean? Just very artfully done.
I love that. That's really beautiful, man. I appreciate you saying that. In fact, that is probably the best compliment we could ever be given. To say that you saw a song fits his poetry. He's a poet, and I don't know, when you're in this journey, you can't objectively look at it. You just know the feelings that you have, and that man knew how to write feeling. He was a poet through and through, so that was a really cool compliment. Thank you.
Well, he was autistic, so again, he wrote the truth, basically.
Yes, he did.
And also he was homosexual, but also, and you saw streams of that. You saw his life in there. His sister was lobotomized.
Rose, yes.
So at the end, you kind of, you know what I mean? It kind of had reflections of his entire life through it.
Yeah, that, obviously in the lead up, doing the research and reading all about Tennessee and knowing his journey with Rose and his uncle, his grandfather. Those were the only two people he really loved. And, the grandfather died. He actually was riding streetcar in Key West in January of 47 and with his grandfather. And his grandfather was the inspiration on that trip. Then he finished it in New Orleans, but he started it in Key West with his grandfather. So, yeah, he was a wild man, Tennessee, and I'm so grateful to say his words. I don't know if I'll ever get to do it again. I'm grateful.
Well, I loved your performance tonight. I thought it was beautiful.
Thank you.
And something I always remember.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's something, man. There's another beautiful compliment. Thank you very much. That's really cool.
Because I love Archie Bunker. I love Carol O'Connor. I love Tennessee Williams' work, so you just did a wonderful job tonight.
That's so cool. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful Memorial Day.
Yeah. Thank you very much for being on the show. Cheers. Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. And I'm here with
Melissa Sullivan. I just finished Streetcar Named Desire. I'm playing Stella, and we opened, and we're having a great time on the patio. I think the show went really well. We have 6 weeks, and I'm really excited to be part of this cast and crew. Everybody works together so well, and it's just an honor to be living in Tennessee Williams' words and world. I'm really excited.
So what's your take on Stella?
I think Stella is torn between the old world and the new world. Her sister and Stanley. She wants everybody to be happy. And she's has a lot of love, for her sister, and a lot of love for Stanley. And I think that's a really difficult thing. And that's part of the arc that I've been working on with her character is the transition and the decision to stay with Stanley.
Would women find this rather insulting? That they allow men to beat them up, they allow men to get away with being boys and all that. Do you find it? Do you just find it a little distasteful?
Well, you have to think it was written in 1947. Times have changed. which is a good thing. But domestic violence, it's still happening, and the cycle of abuse is still happens. So it's very pointed. You have Eunice, you have Blanche, and Stella. They're all going through that and have witnessed and then also gone through the misogynistic culture, right? So I think you can really learn from seeing this play, even though it was written in 1947. Things have changed. It's great to look at it and see how far we come, but then also think about what we need to do in order to improve our situation even more.
I always looked at, say, your character, and tonight I looked at your character and Stanley as being like, all in the family. Archie Bunker and his wife, Edith. She again. They both, first of all, he always loved her. No matter what his faults was, he always loved her. But she always put up with him too. You know what I mean? Always supported him, even though she knew very well he wasn't flawed. Even though she was kind of better than he was. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yes, I mean there are certain aspects to Stanley's character that he's. He isn't completely all bad, right? Nobody is completely bad. Nobody's completely good. There's a complexity to it, and Stanley has a lot of love, and he really does love Stella.
Well, I love the performance tonight. I love your performance, and also thank you very much for being on the show.
All right, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Christopher Parker. I played Mitch in Streetcar, and it was great. Thank you for interviewing me. Come and see the play. It's wonderful. Tennessee Williams and poetry and magic and savage beasts, and they fight it together, and I'm not going to tell you who wins, the apes or the beautiful people. You have to come and see it.
Okay, great. And your character, Mitch. What's your take on Mitch?
He's a lonely man looking for love, and he found it, he thought, and it turned out differently. And now he has his mother to go home to, and she won't live long.
I like the way you played your character, because it gave a little realism into a piece that was very intense. Kind of like, putting a white background behind really bright, vibrant colors. That was your character.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. The soft characters in Tennessee Williams, they have to be lit that way. They have to be colorful and wear like a colorful shirt because they're so soft inside.
Yeah. Well, I love the performance tonight. You guys played it intensely, gave tremendous respect for Tennessee Williams, and just played it very beautifully.
Well, thank you very much. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
All right, bye.
A Streetcar Named Desire will be playing at the Odyssey Theater from May 25th to July 7th. For more information, go to www.odysseytheater.com. This is Ashton Marcus, and I'm on location at La Mirada Theater for their presentation of Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Todd Adamson. I just moved out here from New York City. I live in West Hollywood, and new to La Mirada.
Great, and which character did you play tonight?
I play the Beast.
What's your take on the Beast?
What's my take on him? Well, he's a very complex guy. To be kind of thrown into a spell and then not be able to be a human, it was a really kind of a crazy journey to experience that. And then when I got on the actual costume, it was like he came to life for me. And I understood, like, because it's frustrating because that costume is so hot. So if I had to wear that forever for eternity, I can't imagine. So that's kind of where I see him, and the fact that his journey is so that he learns how to love again, and therefore he becomes human again. I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful story.
I noticed you put a lot of emphasis on the fact that he was a very cruel person at the beginning. A lot of people just brush over that. They try to get through that as fast as they can to make him likable. You know what I mean? But you put a lot of emphasis on that.
Yeah, I tried to. he is. He's almost animalistic. Like even Michael Heitzler, the director, was talking about. When we first meet the Beast, he's animalistic. I mean, he's probably out there like ripping wolves' heads off because he's that much of a beast. And so that's why everyone fears him in the castle. So you have to come out pretty strong, otherwise, no one's going to fear you.
Yeah. Well, I loved your performance.
Thank you.
Yeah, I also loved your singing. You guys added a lot more songs than you'd see in the Disney movie.
Yes. Well, they have a Change in Me, which actually was originally written for Tony Braxton, who did it on Broadway. But so they added a Change in Me, and they added a Maison de Lune, written by Alan Menken, and it was a great. I think it adds a lot to the story. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Basically, it's this way. You just can't see it on YouTube. You actually have to come here to see those pieces.
Exactly.
And again, excellently sung, excellently acting. I think you guys did a fantastic job
tonight. So much. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying hi.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for being on the show.
Absolutely. Take care.
Hi, my name's Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. And I'm here with...
Well, I'm Lori Valdier. I'm originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I've lived in the city in New York for nine years, and I'm here visiting LA doing the show, and it's been an incredible experience. I love living in La Mirada, working here at the theater. Everybody's just so fantastic, and doing the show has been a dream of mine since I was a tiny girl. I've always wanted to be Belle, and so it's a dream come true. I love this director and choreographer. I've loved working with them. I absolutely love my Beast, Todd Adamson, who plays my Beast, and honestly, everybody in the company, it's just been so wonderful getting to know them, and now we're open, so we just get to have fun for the next 3 weeks and do this beautiful show. Well, I think Belle is actually amazing because she puts her brain above everything else, and she loves to read. She's an avid reader. I think it helps give her strength, and she aspires to be more, and I think she loves where she's from, but she wants something more in life, and I can definitely relate to that. I love my hometown, but I always felt that there was somewhere else I needed to be or something more, and so I kind of relate to her in that way, but I think she is such a feisty, strong woman, and she's also humble enough to know that her mind can change, and that happens when she meets the Beast and when she has that experience, so I think she's pretty amazing.
I agree. Again, a more modern woman, a more modern female lead for Disney, and again, was this story really about the Beast, or was it about Belle? You know what I mean? It was her coming of age story.
Yeah, we are both in the title. It's Beauty and the Beast, so it's not just about beauty. I think it's honestly the story is about how we're not supposed to be looking at just the outward, right? But for Belle, it's about looking at the inside of who the Beast is and having her life kind of change. And for the Beast, it's about I think just about learning to love again and humility, and there's just such a rich story there between both of them. So in order for the story to be told, you really need both of these characters, and I think it's just a beautiful story. It's so special, timeless. Yeah,
I agree. Basically, it's kind of a story for men too, because again, Disney is kind of leaning toward women, and yet Belle was a very strong female character, but this was one about a man being kind of just an oddball, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And being, just being ignored and all, and him finally coming of age, and him learning to be genteel. You know what I mean? It was always inside. So I just love the story, and I love the way you guys played it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We are so excited to be open and to just enjoy the show for the next 3 weeks. So I hope everybody comes to La Mirada and comes and sees us.
Once again, love the performance. I love your performance also. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. I'm here with
Matthew Regis. I had a great time tonight. The show was amazing, went amazing. The audience was incredible. I really love playing Gaston. It's really one of the best roles that I've had to play in a really long time. Thanks.
So what's your take on Gaston?
I think Gaston is one of the most interesting characters because he is the most cartoonish out of the characters compared to the actual objects who are the most human. And so I think the contrast of Gaston being the most cartoonish is somewhat interesting in his world, because he's so big and full of himself, and in the characters, the objects are so human and have so much humanity to them, and Gaston lacks. Yet he is the one who is not an object.
Actually, believe it or not, I've met a lot of actors who are just like Gaston.
No comment.
Well, the performance was fantastic. Because, again, Gaston's hard to play and still be likable. You know what I mean? He was a pretty bad guy. But I love the way he played. He made him three-dimensional. You connected him. And I tell you, I know a lot of people like that.
Oh, my God. It's one of those roles that I go, you have to make him lovable. I was like, and I don't know how I do it. I bring what I bring to it, and I hope that people do like him enough to be a little upset when he goes the wrong direction.
Well, I love the performance. You guys added a lot of new songs that I'm unfamiliar with, but I thought they were nice and catchy, and I hear a few of them were actually written by Alan Menken himself.
Yeah, they're from the original Broadway. Okay.
Yeah, I loved your performance. I thought you were fantastic, riveting. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm on KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. I'm with.
Hello, Josh Grizzetti. We're here at La Mirada, and we're opening Beauty and the Beast, and I'm playing Lumiere. Lumiere is a ladies' man, or at least he thinks he is, and he desperately wants to become human again. That's his whole track.
I noticed basically they add a few extra songs into this. Obviously it's not in the movie, but they were quite catchy, and they were actually, I think one of them was actually written by Alan Menken.
Yes, and I think they even added one after they had opened on Broadway. At least that's the rumor that I heard. This was a little before my time, but the Change in Me number that she sings, just a ballad in the second act. But there's a lot of stuff. Human Again, which I think was written for the movie. And by the movie, we're talking about the cartoon, the original cartoon, not the new one with Emma Watson. But I think they wrote Human Again for the cartoon and then cut it. And so it made its way back in when they made it to Broadway. But they had to fill it out to give it a good 2.5-hour musical size,
I thought your guys' performance was fantastic. Again, I've always liked Beauty and the Beast just because the story it's a guy story, about a guy who basically is down and out and basically just looking around for love and just finds it.
Yeah, I think it's a weird one. It's one that I think the older I get, the more I sympathize more and more with the Beast. And I think I see where it came from, where the idea of this story came from, in the sense that, like, when you fall in love with a beautiful woman, you really, as a guy, I think you always feel like you're this monkey creature how can this beautiful thing ever really love me? And that there's something very emotional about that. I think we all sort of relate on some weird level, stereotypical level. So I think it's a fun story to be able to tell,
Well, I love the performance. I love you guys singing. I love the acting, and I love the dancing also.
Thank you very much. We try.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. I'm here with.
Hi, Alexandra Melrose. I play Mrs. Potts. I'm just happy to be here. I'm from New York. I live in Los Angeles now, about 10 years, and this is my first production here. I'm really thrilled. This has been an amazing experience. I'm so blessed to be part of this wonderful company. The director, oh my gosh, she's been a dream. Michael, so communicative and supportive. The entire staff here, Tom and Kathy of McCoy Rigby Entertainment, they have been just so wonderful, and so I'm just so grateful to be working with such a wonderful company,
And what's your take on Mrs. Potts?
Oh, well, I think she's kind of the heartbeat of the piece. I mean, you have the wonderful love story between Belle and the Beast, obviously, but Mrs. Potts is sort of like the underground heart, the one who allows the audience to experience the emotion of what it's really like for these people and what happened to them in the castle. And I think their story with Chip, everybody sort of pairs off at the end, and she gets to have her son back. I think that's so important for the life of the piece.
I believe also she raised the beast. She was actually raised the prince. So it's almost like Chip represents the beast when he was very young.
I totally agree with that. That's a really interesting point. I think they all sort of like Lumiere, Cogsworth, and Mrs. Potts were like put in charge as the principality to bring him up and to govern, which is why one of the interesting parts is like he says, I never learned to read. If you catch it on stage, it's actually very subtle, but we're trying to just sort of like subtly hit like, Lumiere, you were supposed to do that one. You know, it's really cute. We have a nice ensemble with that.
Yeah, well, I love the performance tonight. I loved your performance also.
Thank you so much.
It's very fantastic singing. I love the dancing, and the acting was fantastic also.
Oh, thank you. It was a wonderful production. We're thrilled to be here. Come down and see us.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you. You take care.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Joey Dioria. Yeah, I play Maurice in the recent McCoy Rigby production of Beauty and the Beast. Maurice is an inventor. He's an eccentric. Fortunately, he has a lovely daughter who takes care of him.
Actually, I thought Maurice was a man ahead of his time. I mean, basically, his idiosyncrasies actually showed a sense of understanding that, you know, society just couldn't accept.
Well, I don't know. That's awfully deep, but yes. Maurice is a man ahead of his time. I mean, who else would invent a machine for chopping wood?
Well, I love the performance. You guys added a few more songs, in which it wasn't in the movie, so that was always enjoyable.
That's true. Yes, it's absolutely, it's a brilliant production. I hope your listeners all come out and see it.
Well, I love your performance also. You're the perfect mad inventor, you know, a Willy Wonka or, you know, something like that. So I thought you did a fantastic performance.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, thank you once again for being on the show.
Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with...
Hi, Sarah King. I'm playing Babette at McCoy Rigby Entertainment's production of Beauty and the Beast. Well, Babette is a sexy, flighty little feather duster who just wants the attention of her boyfriend Lumiere, and she's fun, and she's sassy, and she's sweet, and she's flirtatious, and she's the best. She's just the best.
I love this performance. You guys actually added a few extra pieces that you won't see in the movie.
Yes, we do. A Change in Me is Not Their Home. I mean, these are all songs that were written. Some of them, for instance, what is it? A Change in Me was written for Toni Braxton when she took over the role as Belle. So, yeah, there's a bunch of new music, and it's just a beautiful production. The lights are incredible. The costumes are magnificent. It's just an all-around fun, amazing time. I think if anyone has the opportunity, I would not miss the show. It's amazing.
I agree. I love the story because, well, it's kind of a story for men. A lot of the Disney movies are now for women, you know what I mean? But this one is about a guy who's, you know, just awkward, you know what I mean?
I know, but goodness gracious, under all of that, is he not the most charming, sweet, loving individual? I mean, I want a beast in my life, right? Don't we all?
Okay, I love the performance, love your performance too. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Of course, thank you. Have a good night.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Philip Taratula. Well, it's been a thrill being in Beauty and the Beast here in La Mirada. Come see our wonderful show. Our director, Michael Heitzman's fantastic. Bring the whole family. I do play Cogsworth. He is trying to keep everything under control, which is something I can deeply relate to.
Well, I love the performance. Basically, you guys added a few extra pieces there, a few extra songs there that I didn't see in the movie.
Yes. The Broadway show has a full score that isn't necessarily the same as the film, and we try to do it justice.
Yeah, well, I thought you guys were fantastic. I loved your singing, I loved your acting, and I loved your performance of Cogsworth.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
You bet. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm here with
Kane Coltoniuk. I'm 11 years old. I am playing Chip in Beauty and the Beast, and I've done 5 shows now, and this is going to be my 6th.
So what's your take on Chip?
Well, the personality, because it's more about my face than my body, because I'm sitting in a box all the time, only till the end, and, you know, you have to be careful because of all the movements, yeah.
You know, it must really be hard being a child actor and all that, because, you know, again, it's hard being an adult actor, actually.
Well, this is my 2nd show now, just being the only kid, and Oliver I was in, there was like 15 kids, and, you know, it's being an actor as a kid, it's not hard for me because I memorize all the time, but for some people, it could be hard.
Well, I thought you were adorable, and and I thought you were a perfect little kid, because obviously you're a little kid and all that. But for you, I mean, what kind of plans do you have for the future? Are you going to be a professional actor, or you just kind of, just want to have fun and all that, but you want to study something else?
Well, in the future, I want to do theater, and right now I got an agent, and I want to start doing movies and commercials.
Okay, well, you got a bright future ahead of you. And also, when I go to children's theaters, usually children's theaters are a little different. Have you ever noticed that sometimes the guys who get the best roles are usually the people who donate the most money? So I actually have to go to children's theater, and the only one who will tell this guy the truth is me. So it's my job that if you're not ready to tell you you're not ready, you should be a doctor or you should be an engineer. But you got something in you. I think you're going the right path. And again, it's my job to tell you if you're not doing that. So basically, I think you're doing pretty well. You got a little talent there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Once again, you did a fantastic performance. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Disney's Beauty and the Beast will be playing at La Mirada Theater from May 31st to June 23rd. For more information, go to www.lamiradatheater.com.